There is something amazing about seeing the everyday world of the Japanese slice of animated movies. The stories bring a sense of magic that touches the soul, mostly from Ghibli movies by Hayao Miyazaki. Throw in a little bit of romance, and we have Josee the tiger and the fish. Since last year, I have been sitting upon this amazing movie, but after some time, I got a chance to finally watch it thanks to the amazing trailer that yelled to me, "You really need to see this," and I did. What makes Josie the Tiger and the Fish a good anime is that it tells a story about experiencing, falling in love, and follow your dreams. Hey everybody, welcome back to Watch with Kuda, and welcome to my favorite section, the deep dive video. In this story, we are introduced to Tsuneo Suzukawa, a poor university student, working multiple jobs in order to reach his dreams of going to Mexico. One day, while walking home, Tsuneo is bowled over by a young woman called Kimiko who lost control on her wheelchair, and she ends up knocking Tsuneo down. Kimiko's grandmother rushes over to see what had happened and then ended up inviting Tsuneo over for lunch, and in the end, Tsuneo gets a job to look after Kimiko. Their relationship was not so good, as Josee was not a nice person, rude, horrible, and was very unhappy with Tsuneo's kindness. He ends up winning her over. The beauty of this anime is that it takes heavy themes such as people with disabilities having challenges in the real world. Always face your fears is something I can relate to, or follow your dreams, and also the basic, obvious love romance trope type. Josee is disabled and can't walk. Her grandmother always tried to shoot her to the real world, telling her that the world has monsters. So most of the time she is at home, not going out so much. When she finally leaves the house, trying to see the ocean, she sees that the world is not as perfect as, and people kind of viewed her differently, treated her differently. She ends up being able to stand up for herself and try to face these monsters, that is the real world, and starts facing her fears. She was able to read in front of kids, showcase her illustrations which she hid away. She starts getting out of her comfort zone and becoming her own woman, learning to cook, sneaking out during the day, wanted to experience more, as it was exactly the opposite of what her grandmother wanted. These themes are so perfect that they are relatable for the viewers and me, myself, and I. The animation is from Studio Bones and pretty known for doing shonen such as My Hero Academia, The Full Metal Alchemist. But with Josee the Tiger and the Fish, they produce a vibrant, beautiful animation that is beautiful of life itself. From the animated creatures and the cold winter nights, and each animation scene brings out a tone in the themes of the story. One in particular scene is when we discover that Josee's grandmother has died. The mood of the animation changes. We see how wrecked Josee is. That scene plays very well with death, heartbreak, and rest of what's next for a disabled girl who can't work and do things by herself, who requires full time attention all the time. Josee the Tiger and the Fish is a beautiful anime movie, a very charming and emotional story with heavy themes that I mentioned above, like death, struggle living with disability, and helping to try to find yourself, try to follow your dreams, that kind of thing. We see those struggles come in those themes. However, it is not a perfect anime movie, with certain themes in the story don't get explained, like how Josee was injured, and it suffers from the predictable romance trope, as I mentioned before, something that has already been done over and over and over and over again. So it's to be expected in this movie, like how Josee was injured and it suffers from a predictable romance trope, something that already seen before, how he's gonna meet Tsuneo, how they gonna fall in love. It's something that I saw coming a mile away. So yeah, this is it. This is the whole shebang of Josee the Tiger and the Fish, and I do encourage people to check it out. It's still a beautiful animated movie, visually stunning, great story. Some characters are amazing. The romance, yes, being obvious, but still makes it a lovely anime to watch. And if you enjoyed this video, do not forget to subscribe. I will see you in the next video. Ciao.